I'm going to make myself host again, or you have to make me host. Reclaim the host. Perfect. All right. Well, welcome to the webinar, everyone. My name is Dr. Curt Fisnick, and tonight we're going to talk about one of, I would say it's one of my top 5 favorite products, and we're going to talk about Sisel's product called Eternity. And Eternity has an extract in it that's got some just some remarkable properties. We're going to talk about that. We got a few slides to talk about, and then I'll throw in my 2 cents afterwards, and we'll go from there. So hang on, everyone. Welcome to the call. All right, now, how do I make this into a slide?
Hit this record button just in case, Curt.
I don't see the record button, but let me go over here. Perfect. Katie, how do I turn this into a slide here?
It just says slideshow at the top there. So where it says slideshow, just click that button. It's sort of black and white button there. See in the top.
Slideshow.
Yeah, that's it. Just click that. Perfect.
Thanks, Katie. As always, you know, it's nice to have an IT person with me. So we're going to talk about resveratrol tonight, and it's just a fantastic product. And it's got fantastic plant extract. It comes from grape seeds, grape skins, and rapeseed, a few other things as well. But resveratrol has some amazing properties to it. Before we get started, we just really want to throw a disclaimer in here that vitamins can't, we really can't make any claims. They don't cure, they don't heal, they don't treat anything. And we have to say that if you have something wrong, if you feel like you have a medical condition, please consult your healthcare provider. So here's what happens with the formation of free radicals. It's caused by a lot of different things: smoking, UV light, radiation, UV from the sunlight, radiation from all sorts of things, even certain types of light bulbs and pollution and all that. And what it does is it causes your cells to lose an electron. And that's what triggers a free radical. That free radical tries to go out and steal oxygen or free electrons from your other cells, and then in turn it causes other free radicals. The negative effects of free radicals is that it can cause aging, it can cause cancer, it can cause disruption of normal cell activities, it can cause some kind of heart disease, and it can damage your DNA, right? Damage your DNA. Antioxidants, such as resveratrol, one of the ingredients that we're talking about tonight, can help by neutralizing these free radicals. What it does is it donates an electron, which stabilizes that molecule, and it stops that chain reaction. It stops it from stealing an electron from another cell, which thereby can help in reducing further oxidative damage to the body. That's why you hear people talking about antioxidants and antioxidant-rich foods all the time. There's some other things about resveratrol that we can talk about as well. So the ORAC value stands for the oxygen radical absorption capacity, right? And you don't have to remember that. We're not going to have a test on the end of this or anything like that. It was developed by the scientists at the National Institutes of Health as a way of measuring the ability of the antioxidants to neutralize the free radicals. So it compared different kinds of foods and extracts and plants and all that on their ability to actually do this free radical neutralization. So here's a list of a lot of different things. You have their small red bean, the wild blueberry, red kidney beans, pinto beans. So think about that. Chili, right? We put those kinds of beans in chili and different kinds of bean soup and things like that. Wintertime is coming across North America, and we use a lot of that. So it makes up for the fact that we aren't getting a lot of sunlight up here. The wild blueberries, they're in season right now. Blueberries, cranberries, artichokes, blackberry, prunes, raspberries, strawberries, apples. Oh, I love apples. I just went out and I picked 5 gallons of apples last week, and I froze them. I cut them up and I froze them. Granny Smith apples, I don't really care for them that much. Pecans, sweet cherries, black plum, russet potatoes, black beans, plums, and the Gala apple. So these are all great things. Look at that ORAC value. Look at, you know, from over there on the right hand side, over 13,000, 9,000, 8,000. That's the ORAC value, right? So the question is resveratrol really an antioxidant? The answer is yes, resveratrol is an antioxidant. It's found in plants like grapes, berries, peanuts, and it has a lot of potential health benefits. It's been shown to have antioxidant properties, which means that, like I said, it protects the cells from this damage caused by free radicals. It contributes to potential health benefits, reducing inflammation, improving heart health, and it even can be found to reduce certain risks of certain types of cancer. So what makes resveratrol different from the other antioxidants, what makes it powerful, is that it has a different mechanism of action. It's been found to activate a specific group of enzymes called sirtuin genes, which play a role in regulating cellular processes such as metabolism and DNA repair. Again, remember in the first slide, we showed you that your DNA is damaged by UV radiation, it's damaged by just plain old radiation, it's damaged by stress, it's damaged by injury, it's damaged by cigarette smoking and chemicals and all those different things. And so here we have extract from a plant that'll go back and repair that damaged DNA. And what it does is it supports the sirtuin gene. That's how it works. Again, we can't say it about our product. We can't say it about any product because the studies were done on resveratrol. They weren't done on products, right? Bioavailability, you know, how much is actually there. So resveratrol is relatively poorly absorbed into the body when consumed orally, meaning that only a small amount of it actually goes into the bloodstream. That means that it has a limited potential. So you want to find a product that has a lot of resveratrol that's bioactive, something that can get into your body, it can actually work, which we'll talk about. Food sources, again, grape skins, berries, peanuts, and then all their other antioxidants such as vitamin C, vitamin E, even hydrogen is an antioxidant. It's stronger than glutathione. Those are all found in a wide variety of foods, and it's consumed in a diet. But, you know, really for people who don't eat much fruit and vegetables, you're not going to get a lot of these antioxidants. So we can talk about different products like Spectrum Max that have a high level of antioxidants as well. We actually have 40 different antioxidants in our product called Spectrum Max, but we're not talking about that tonight. Blueberry juice extract have been attributed with a lot of really important health benefits because of the bioactive compounds that are found in blueberries. You know, and we can say this, the studies show that blueberries have antioxidant, anti-tumor, anti-mutagenic, and anti-diabetic effects, and to the prevention of certain types of cardiovascular diseases. You can look that up on that link there, the PubMed website, blueberry juice, bioactive compounds, health impact, and concentration. It's a review of that. And then we talk about pomegranate juice extract, possible benefits of pomegranate juice. You know, I remember 20 years ago when I first heard about drinking pomegranate juice. And so I tried it. I'd go to the store and I'd buy pomegranates. It helps to prevent cancer and other types of conditions. Again, we're not talking about a product. We're talking about a fruit. It provides vitamin C. It boosts digestive health. And it also helps with reducing insulin resistance, which is the cause of type 2 diabetes. It may help well with certain types of cancer prevention, immune support, and fertility. Recently, when we start talking about this pandemic, resveratrol was also shown to be very positive on that. You can read that on the link there with Medical News Today. Again, it's right there in that link if you want to copy that. And then powerful antioxidant ingredients, cherry juice, sour cherry juice. It has to be the tart cherry. It can't be the real sweet ones. And that helps out with a lot of different things, but it helps get rid of inflammation. I use it a lot when my gout acts up because my foot gets all swollen, and tart cherries or sour cherry juice really helps out with the inflammation. It helps out with oxidative stress. an important factor in development of the cardiovascular disease and plugged arteries, atherosclerosis. 12 weeks of consumption of tart cherry juice lowers the levels of systolic blood pressure. That's the upper number when you're looking at your blood pressure, and it lowers the levels of the lower density lipoprotein. What that means is that's the fats that plug your arteries. It's the type of cholesterol that they don't want you to have. Again, there's a PubMed study. You can look that up. 2010, the researchers at Northumbria University made a groundbreaking discovery. They found that tart cherry juice, already known for its high levels of phytochemicals, helped marathon runners to recover from their muscle function after intense exercise. You know, so for some of you that are really into health and you're really into running and things like that, you're really into working out, take a look at that study. And then cranberry juice, you know, it's a favorite of a lot of people up in this part of the country because it grows in northern North America. And, you know, it's polyphenol rich fruit. And boy, I tell you what, it has a great taste. It, again, supplement for 12 weeks is associated with improvements of visual episodic memory in aged people. So if you got somebody who's starting to feel the signs of degenerative memory disease, start having them consume some cranberry juice extract. So then we talk about some other ones, the Japanese flowers. It's got glycertin in it. I've talked a lot about glycertin in the last 3 years because of fill in the blank there. You know, what's been going on for the last 3 years across the world, killed millions of people. But it's this Japanese sapphire flowers has a lot of glycertin in it. It helps out with growth performance, nutrient digestibility, microbiome, the organ, breast quality, and it's also got some anti-inflammatory, anti-allergenic, anti-cancerous, cardiac protection, and it helps fight against high blood pressure. And then we talk about rosemary leaf extract. I remember when Tom Sr. started talking to me about rosemary leaf and sage and some of those. There's some significant antioxidant benefits that's associated with that. Carnosinic acid, carnosol, rosmarinic acid, and it helps out with skin protection. And it helps out with oxidative stress. It scavenges these free radicals that we were talking about. And then green tea leaf extract, EGCG, epigalactosin gallate, is the most researched and thought to provide a lot of health benefits. Green tea helps with antioxidants. But you know, most of the green tea that you buy in a store, it's not that good. You know, you might as well be drinking soda or sugary juice because they put so much junk into it. You know, buy the green tea and make it yourself is probably the best way. And then you can control how much of the actually sugar and all that junk that you put in. But there's some links there on the slide. Just hit pause, pull those links out, write them down, take a photo of them, go look that up if you have the need to look at research, if you like to look at research. We talk about bitter orange extracts. It's a grass ingredient, which means that generally regarded as safe. That means that they found no problems with it. They can give it to little tiny babies. They can give it to people who are just about on their deathbed, and there's no problems with it. That's with the bitter orange extract. And so it uses an extract that has a lot of safety, but it can help with helping out with the basal metabolic rate. It helps get rid of fats and it helps break down these fats and lipids. Green coffee extract is another antioxidant that comes from unroasted coffee beans, and it has something called chlorogenic acids, which are a group of antioxidant compounds that have a lot of health benefits. Again, there's some links there. Copy that, look that up, and you can do your own research on it if you want. Plum juice, it has a lot of antioxidants and anti-inflammatory. Again, some good studies. Grape skin extract, we've heard about that for years. It's got the resveratrol in it. So the key difference between resveratrol and grape seed extract is resveratrol comes from the grape skins, and the grape seed extract comes from the seeds of the grape. A combination of the resveratrol and the grape seed extract is effective in killing colon cancer cells, according to some studies. So eat the whole grape is what they're really saying. You don't want to just have the seed. So here's those studies that we talked about. I'll just kind of quickly go through them. You can go back and look those up on your own. I'm not going to sit here and babysit you and read those, you know, but just get a pause on your slides and you can do that. You can see the titles of the slides. You know, so how do you get more of this stuff? Eat more fruits and vegetables. Bottom line, eat more fruits and vegetables. If you can't eat more fruits and vegetables, get some supplements that provide this type of stuff for you. Again, when you're looking at antioxidant, what does an antioxidant do? It either donates an electron or it combines with the free radical and it neutralizes it. But when you neutralize, when you give up an electron, what are you doing? You're forming another free radical, right? Because if I give you an electron, then I'm short of an electron. Now I'm going to be the free radical. So what we've seen with good products, right? This is a Spectrum X. It has 40 antioxidants because they found if you do this reduction of the free radicals 30 to 40 times, we've got 40 antioxidants in it. So what we do is you reduce that free radical 40 times. What it's going to do is it's going to make it down to the point that the free radical that's created is to be weak enough that it's not going to cause any type of health problem. Pretty simple explanation, but that's how it works. And 2 fruits, 5 vegetable servings a day. That's what's recommended. A lot of people just don't get that. I'll tell you what, if you're going over to your favorite restaurant or fast food place and you think because they put ketchup on your hamburger that you're getting a vegetable, you're wrong. Bah! No, that's not going to count. Not in my book anyhow. Drink tea, you know, especially the green tea. Make it yourself and get that antioxidant level up there, get that EG/CG way up there. I don't eat a lot of grains, but when I do, I like to eat the whole grains, brown rice, quinoa, oats, things like that. It helps out with ferulic acid. You know, it has something in it called ferulic acid, and ferulic acid. You know, when I first heard about that, oh God, it must have been 25 years ago. I was talking to a scientist and he talked about ferulic acid, putting it on your skin to help get rid of wrinkles and age spots and things like that. And I said, well, where does it come from? And he said, you know, from plants. And he said that they extract theirs from trees. And I'm like, that's interesting. Yeah, he said, yeah, have you ever heard of a tree getting cancer? And he said, that's because of ferulic acid. Interesting. Spices and herbs and things like that, like turmeric, cinnamon, oregano, are high in antioxidants. Nuts and seeds are great snacks to have. And, you know, again, most of us are deficient. Even if you know about this stuff, you've memorized everything that I talked about tonight, chances are you're just not going to get enough. You know, so supplementing is really, really important. You know, you want to make sure that you buy your supplements from a reputable manufacturer, someone that has something called CGMP manufacturing. And what that means is certified good manufacturing processes. It's a type of I guess basically a label that the FDA allows these companies to have. And there's only a handful of manufacturers that actually have it. It means that when they put a list of the ingredients and the levels of the ingredient on the bottle, that's what's in the bottle. And it has to be guaranteed that that's what's going to be in the bottle. If the FDA comes in and does a test tomorrow, it's going to be there. If they come in 2 years from now and they do a test, it's going to be in there, and they're not going to fairy dust it into there and say, oh yeah, it's in there, and it's not. You want to have a product that has a good amount of the resveratrol. You want to have it encapsulated, which means that it's protected. The resveratrol is oxidated really quickly. If you take resveratrol and you put it out on the counter exposed to air, it doesn't take very long, and it's broken down where it's not going to be very good. So most resveratrol products that are on the market, honestly, you might as well throw your money in your trash can because it doesn't work. And there's studies to show that. You know, I'm not just saying it, but a lot of these studies show that the resveratrol, by the time you buy the product, 80 to 90% of the resveratrol is actually gone by the time that you actually consume it. So you want to get a product that's high in the resveratrol. And, you know, I'm just going to say this now. You can get back to me, or you can get to Katie. You can get back to whoever passed this video on to you, and let them know. Let them know that you're interested in finding out. The product that we're talking about is called Sisel Eternity. Sisel Eternity, and it's a great product. I love using it. It comes in a red bottle. It's a liquid product, and it looks similar to this bottle, except that it's red. This is the Spectrum Max that you heard me talking about. There's 40 antioxidants. There's 74 trace minerals in there, but great product. I have that laying here on my table. But the Eternity product is it's made a special way. We've got a patent on it, the way that we make it, so that the nanoparticles of the resveratrol are actually encapsulated, and then the whole product is put into a bottle in liquid. And the bottle's backfilled with nitrogen, so that as we're putting the resveratrol into the product, into the bottle, it actually won't be exposed to oxygen. So when you crack that cap off that bottle, that's the first time that it gets exposed to oxygen. So you can leave that, like people ask me, well, I've had this bottle sitting on my shelf for 2 years. Is it still good? You bet it's still good. And because of the certified good manufacturing practices, we have to guarantee that the quality is going to be there. After 2 years, of course, then that starts to drop. But pretty cool that you have a product that has that. And you've heard people say, red wine. Like I was talking to a friend of mine last week, and they said, well, red wine has a lot of resveratrol. I said, well, it's got resveratrol. It doesn't have a lot of resveratrol. It's got some. But our product with Eternity, you can drink a 1 ounce shot glass, and in a 1 ounce shot glass, you're going to get the equivalent of drinking 350 glasses of red wine, no alcohol. But so don't, some of you funny guys, you might be thinking, oh man, that's powerful. But yeah, it's just the resveratrol. You don't get the other stuff that you get from the red wine. But think about what we just talked about. Plus, we have the blueberry extract. We have, all the other things, the cranberry juice. We have the pomegranate juice and all that. It's all mixed in there because when Tom Jr. and Tom Sr. formulated this product, they didn't want to just have one thing. They wanted to make sure that all these ingredients, they act together. They work synergistically to make it a more powerful product. So anyhow, get back to the person that sent you this video. Get a hold of me, get a hold of Katie. We'd be happy to help you out. We'd be happy to share more information with it. There's some great testimonials online that we can share as well. Get in touch with me and I can share some of those with you as well. Have a good weekend. Have some fun. Be careful and stay healthy. Bye-bye.